Hi. You probably heard that time is your greatest resource and that how you spend your time makes the difference between whether you're successful or you're not successful. I learned something today that really shook my thinking. It got me to realize that that statement, while very correct, is more surface level than I'd ever realized. You probably heard that it's not what you have that counts, it's what you do with what you have. That also is more of a surface level statement. But I guess you see where I'm going to if you connect these two sayings. Time is the greatest resource, but it's not what you have that counts, but what you do with what you have. I realize that we all have time. We all have equal amounts of time, at least as long as we are alive. It's what we do with that time that matters. So is time really the greatest resource? I learned in a YouTube video that I'm going to link in the description below that the greatest resource is actually focus. Now, I am a bit careful to use superlatives like the greatest, the best, etc. But I think the message here is that focus, the ability to focus, is more important than just having time. Because it's very possible to have several hours, to live a very long life, and yet not be able to achieve as much as someone who had a shorter amount of time but had focus. There is this popular saying, would you say? It's not really a saying, what's it called? It's like, um, I'm not sure what the English word is, but many times in church circles, you hear Methuselah lived very long, 969 years, but there was nothing to account for his life except that he gave birth, he got married and gave birth and died. Like there is nothing spectacular about his life. But you see someone like Jesus that lived just 33 years and he changed the world in 33 years. Actually, in 3 years of those 33 years. So, what is the point today? Focus is critical. It's critical in spending your time, if you would. Now, of course, there's another discussion about you shouldn't spend your time, you should invest your time. But I'll leave those for the semantics of language. Right now, what I just want to share with you is that your ability to maximize every moment you spend or invest, as you would have it, your ability to hone in on a purpose and deliver your expectations during the amount of time you have is more important than just having time. And a fact that you should actually keep in mind is that work will expand to fill as much time as you give it or you allow it to have. I believe this is the Parkinson's law, something like this, that if you give more work, if you give more time to a certain amount of work, you will spend that amount of time to finish the work. And I know this very well. I remember in my school days, many times it was until the very last moment that many of us would start scrambling to solve an assignment. And we had been given this for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But until the very last day before the assignment is due, then everybody is doing all-nighters and trying to, get the assignment done. Of course, I know this is a very inefficient way to live, and I've tried to change my approach and my strategy in solving tasks. So it's not really about how much time. In actual fact, you should limit the amount of time you give to certain tasks. Creating that deadline or that forced timeline helps you even be more productive in certain circles. So that's what I learned today. Focus is more important than just having time. Your most essential resource is focus. And I'll say that maybe in future videos I will do a more explanatory, I'll do a more detailed sharing on focus. Thanks for watching day 11. I'll see you tomorrow.